I really wanted to test something else too, but the Albaz structure deck didn't arrive today, so I was very sad. Yeah. I mean, I still can do the I can still do the profile, I suppose. I mean, you know what? Come on. I'll show you the branded deck. Let's try that again. Hands. Okay, cool. So yeah, that's my beautiful Phantom Knight playmat because I love Phantom Knight. And yeah, Yuto with the Fog Blade in hand and the wings out of his back, which is super nice. It looks so cool. We got the boots, we got gloves, we got Rebellion, we got Break Sword, and I think behind this deck over here there's the Ancient Cloak. You can't see him right now, but yeah. So yeah, alright, let me go over the branded deck real quick. I proxied them for now. Those cards that would have arrived today, but sadly they did not. So that's my field center. That's my lovely Ecclesia field center, by the way. Right here. We play branded. We play 2 Albaz. Good. Yeah. Albaz only play 2 because we cannot normal summon this guy if we use the Brave tokens. Because the Brave tokens will prohibit us from using normal summon, the effects of normal summon monsters. So we want to get this out of the deck with branded opening and use this effect this way. Play 2. We play the 1 ad libitum. You could play the evil Maximus too. What's his name? Dramaturge. But I don't really feel like it comes up too often if you play the Brave Engine. This guy though is like the MVP. He pretty much, if you use him as fusion material, you can special summon a Despia or fusion monster from your banished zone or graveyard, which is nice. 2 Tragedy, it's enough. You use Branded Fusion, get him in grave, activate his effect. Really good. If he is sent to graveyard or banished by card effect, you can search. You can search Albaz, you can search ad libitum. It's nice. Play 2 Albaz. I know some people play 1. But like I'm a scaredy cat. Because if this guy gets banished or something, you might have a problem. But yeah, he is obviously important for all the fusions. So I'm proxying these, obviously. The branded fusion, they would have arrived today, but they did not. Unfortunately, I would have opened made a little opening with the structure deck, but I guess that's not really necessary. Like every VTuber ever is going to open this deck, so you can look it up there. Yeah, Brand of Fusion, a really good card. Yeah, I don't know, Konami, they never learn. I mean, Shadow Fusion was quite OP, and yeah, this is pretty much Shadow Fusion 2.0. Fusion summon from the deck. It's insane. You usually send, if you wanna make Lubellion, you send like Tragedy and Albaz, get Lubellion and Lubellion's effect and the Tragedy's effect, or you can go I think it's Alubion, the red dragon one, I forgot its name. Send Albaz and a light monster, and you can send like the Hex Fusion as well with this. Make Dragoon. I'm not doing this, but yeah, you can. Brand opening. Really good card. It's a quick spell, an E-Tele for Albaz, or you can add like an Despia monster as well. So you can activate this in standby or draw phase and cannot get hit by like stuff that only activates in the main phase. Pretty good. And as a little nifty side effect as well, if this is in the graveyard and one of your fusions would be destroyed, you can banish this instead. Next, we got Branded and Red. Bread and butter for the combos later. It's a quick spell fusion. You have to pick a Despia or Fallon of Albaz from your graveyard, pick it up to your hand, and then if you want you can fusion summon with material from your field or hand, and you have to banish them. One way to get into the good old Guardian Chimera. That's it for the Despia branded engine, and obviously now we're going for the branded stuff, brave stuff. I play 1 Griffin, 2 Enchantress, 2 Right, and 1 Fateful, and obviously the Brick. You could play 3 of these, obviously. I wanted to play 40 cards, so I cut 1 Enchantress and 1 Right. Obviously, if you want to play as consistent as possible, go for 3, but I wanted to play 2. And it's better for my wallet, so... yeah, let's not talk about money if we're talking about freaking Yu-Gi-Oh! We play the DPE engine as well. DPE, it's kind of interesting. You can't go into Verte after you activate Branded Fusion, because Branded Fusion locks you into fusion monsters. You can make DPE through like your fusion monsters though. It is possible. And yeah, it's always nice drawing this, right? You can always activate this at the end of your turn. Make a DPE on top of your already strong board. Hand traps. Play 2 Ash, 2 Veiler, 2 Ghost Ogre, and 2 Impermanence. This ratio is a bit weird, I know, but I play Designator, so I like playing 2-2-2-2. And yeah, Ash hits my Branded Fusion, so I have a target for Designator. Veiler hits Eluber, Ghost Ogre hits my Fateful Adventure, and Impermanence hits, like, you know, everything. Yeah. Talking about expensive. Consistency. I don't like, it's prosperity. It's whatever. 1 power, 1 off, foolish. You can send tragedy, or you can send water enchantress. And then we talked about this. I mentioned this earlier. 1 called by and 2 designator, helping me so my Branded Fusion gets through. Extra deck. We play for the Albaz stuff 2 of the Lubellion. This guy, you can make this. You either, if you use Brand Fusion, you either make you usually make this or the other one. This one needs Albaz and a light monster, and if it's summoned, you can fusion summon 1 level 8 fusion monster by banishing the material from your hand, field, or graveyard, I think. So 2 of these. The Lubellion, proxied obviously. You need 1 Albaz and 1 Dark Monster. And then you can... you have to discard 1 card for cost, which is unfortunate. Sometimes your hand is like quite precious to you, so I go into this one over this one. Depends. Yes. This guy fusion summons as well by shuffling the materials back onto the deck. In that case, you summon this, and if you want to summon the Mirror Jade, you have to shuffle this one and the Albaz in the graveyard back. Oh, very important thing, by the way, I forgot this. This guy, if it's sent to if it's in the graveyard, because it was sent there this turn, you can set 1 branded spell or trap from your deck to your field, or pick it up to your hand. So this one gives you access to Branded in Red and like Branded Fusion, which is insane. Big Elephant in the Room, Mirror Jade, broken card, really good. Untargetable Banish once per copy, and yeah, if you use its effect, you can't use it the next turn. How's it worded? But its effect cannot be used again next turn. Yeah, so it's kind of iffy, but you get around this with like combos and stuff. Yeah, one untargetable banish has sent an extra deck monster which lists Fallen of Albaz as material to the graveyard as cost for that effect to happen. And if this guy gets destroyed or something, or like if this card leaves the field because of an opponent's interaction, he will like Raigeki the opponent's field at the end of the turn, which is insane. We will play one Titanic Lad. I mean, you don't play the Dogmatica package with this, but this guy searches Albaz too, or special summons Albaz as well, and as we know, Albaz is a super poly. For the Despia stuff, we play one Queridis and one Masquerade. See that? They're both okay, I say. In my opinion, they're quite overhyped right now. That's why they're so expensive. But yeah. So Queridis can quick effect in the main phase. He can like turn all monsters to 0 attack, except fusion monsters that are level 8 or higher. And if he like leaves the field because of an opponent's interaction, he can summon a Despia monster from the deck, which is quite nice. Like it's a free Albaz and a free search. Masquerade is quite nice. It's fun if you play pure. He forces your opponent to pay 600 life points as cost for an activation of a card. It's quite nice. It's funny. He can come back from the graveyard if the opponent has an extra deck monster on the field, but he will get banished if he leaves the field again. We play one Draco Stepelia because it needs a fusion monster, dark monster. Dark monsters are very common, obviously. It's Yu-Gi-Oh! So, and this guy, like, you can make it, and it's like a negate. So, you can, like, it's a nice super poly target as well. Can get rid of DPE. Guardian Chimera, really good card. If you summon this guy, you have to summon it with cards from your field and from your hand. And depending on how many cards were used in the hand or on the field, you can draw cards or destroy cards. So it's a very nice target for Branded in Red. Then you can like pop 1 or 2 cards and draw 1 or 2 cards. Pretty good. And for the rest of the cards, we play one Link Spider for the token, or if I get nibbed, to make like a Verte. One Linkuriboh. If I get like a, you can, sometimes you have very iffy, like very interesting hands. So you can, if you have to normal summon your Tragedy, you can link it away with to Linkuriboh, and then use Branded in Red, pick up the Tragedy and banish Linkuriboh and Tragedy for a fusion summon and activate Tragedy's effect that way. Yeah, I don't know, sometimes. And yeah, obviously the Verde, the snack. Side deck, we play 2 Lancia, 2 Droll, yeah. Play 2 Cosmic, and 3 Evenly for back row hate. We play 3 Droplet, because, yeah, Scythe is a thing still, so I'd at least wanted to have Droplet in my side deck. Yeah, good card, expensive as well. And 3 Super Poly. Mirror Match and like DPE. This is your answer. Oh my god. Like, I hate when fusion-based decks are meta and you have to play mirror matches, because this card is such a headache, man. And I don't know. It's like back then when I was playing Dogmatic and Invoked and had a mirror match. Invocation, yeah. Oh god. Oh god. I mean, if you want, I can show you some combos, I suppose. Let me see. So what we do here, standby phase or draw phase, can activate the branded and red, branded opening, and we can discard our water enchantress to special summon the Albaz, and then activate Albaz's effect to get the branded fusion. From here, we can activate the water enchantress and set up our brave stuff. So we're gonna activate this, get a token. We take this Ecclesia as a token. Put this here. Then we can activate. Oh, we have to. I forgot to discard a card. This card was the discard for branded opening. So that's still in hand. Now we can activate branded fusion, sending the that's not Fallen of Albaz. Here, Fallen of Albaz and the Tragedy to fusion summon the Lubellion. Now we have a chain link 1 Lubellion, chain link 2 Tragedy. To discard 1 card for cost for Lubellion, and Tragedy will add us the ad libitum, and we will fusion summon Mirror Jade by shuffling back the Lubellion and the Albaz. And now we can summon our... That is not my extra deck. Here it is. Summon the Mirror Jade. It doesn't have to be in the EMZ, you can put it wherever you want. Looks better right now, that's why I'm doing this. Okay. Obviously, somewhere during the combo, we get the... Oh my god, I'm so unprofessional. We get the Draco back. I forgot to add it right now. Draco back, obviously you get it once Lubellion hits the field, and then you do your... You know how Brave works, guys. You know? Throw this away, add this. This activates, equips, get it to the field. You know how Brave works. Obviously, Fusion Destiny is next. These two, Dasher and the Celestial, to fusion summon the good old TPE. Here he is. There we go. And then, what's left? So now, we obviously want something else for the opponent's turn. So we activate Mirror Jade. We're sending the Alubion to the graveyard to banish himself. So we're gonna banish him. And in the end phase, Alubion will set the branded in red. So on your opponent's turn, what we have here, we have this in hand still, the ad libitum. We have one Griffin Rider as a negate, we have DPE as a pop, and we have the Branded in red. We will at some point we will activate Branded in red, adding back the Tragedy from our graveyard to our hand, and then we are allowed to fusion summon using cards from our field and hand by banishing them. So we're gonna use Tragedy, Ad Libitum, and like Albaz. We're gonna banish these guys to summon the Guardian Chimera. So now, because we use 2 cards out of our hand, we get to draw 2 cards, and we can pop 1 card because we used only 1 monster from the field. You could do it the other way around as well. So we have a Chain Link 1, we have Chain Link 2, and we have Chain Link 3. So now we get to search as follow-up an Albaz, Chain Link 3, Chain Link 2, Ad Libitum, can special summon this guy back, right here, and this guy is active again, and we get to draw 2 cards, whatever they may be, and pop 1 card. I can see the hype of this deck, and it's quite fun to play around with. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, hope you enjoyed. And I wonder where this like branded fusion stuff takes us. It's going to be messy, I think, because every fusion deck will abuse this card. I just know it. But yeah. Alright, let's go back to freaking virtual world. Let's go.